What is up, fight fans? So I did it. This is my dedication to you guys. I hustled and I was able to get an exclusive interview with the creative director, Ash Habib of Steel City Interactive. Let's just roll that intro. This is Edward and you're watching Boxing Fanatico. Alrighty guys, so I was able to actually sit down and interview Ash Habib. Steel City Interactive were gracious enough to respond to me from the multiple times that I've tried to reach out to them. I was able to figure out a way to communicate with them directly using my journalistic skills, and I was able to get creator Ash Habib to answer the questions that I have. And I'm kind of surprised that they were willing to go out on a limb and answer these questions. So let's go ahead and see what were the questions that I asked them and what were their answers to those questions. All right, so first question, will the RPG career mode be a sort of open world where you can walk around and choose different activities to do, or will it be more traditional with you selecting things via a menu screen? Now, this came from the fact that discipline was mentioned and there was a little bit of confusion because it's an RPG that you might not make weight. So I wanted to find out. I wanted to have a hard line expectation for what we were expecting with this career mode. And this was Ash Habib's answer to that question. Whilst open world elements will be interesting, we want ECBC to be a focused experience for now. That's around activities being menu driven. We'll likely revisit this after early access and season 1. I'd like to reiterate that ESBC will be continually developed post-launch. As our studio increases in size, it has tripled since the project started back in 2019. So that means that this thing is getting bigger and bigger. It's becoming the little engine that's getting bigger. Although it is a little like, it's not this open world game, it actually does give me confidence knowing that they're not stretching themselves out too thin. So it's still menu driven in terms of the career mode, but nothing is truly set in stone considering the fact that it is a seasonal game. But at least we know. We can set our expectations for what to expect with the career mode when it comes to this RPG element. Second question that I asked them was, will there be a created boxer share feature where the online community can upload their own creation to be downloaded by the online community? Will there be game face technology where you can take a picture of your own face and upload it to the created boxer? And will there be deep gear and outfit selections? Partnerships? And what Ash Habib had to say for that question is this: all of these are part of our roadmap. Let me be clear, ESBC will be the biggest boxing game ever made in terms of licenses and customizations available to players. So basically he's saying, ain't nobody topping the amount of customization and availability that you have to customize as we are. We want players to be able to create their own experiences. We'll have multiple shorts/gloves made not just by brands that people know, but exclusive/designer shorts and glove makers behind the current boxing stars. Again, part of our long-term roadmap. We've already signed the deals. In terms of face captures and uploads, whilst this is part of our long-term roadmap, it's not a priority for us with early access. We are focusing all our efforts on gameplay. Thank you very much, because that's the thing that I literally want them to be focused on. Ring movement and mannerisms. Ooh, baby, that's like, you know what I'm saying? That's like music to my ears. These are the things we're most excited about, as I feel no other combat game has achieved this, be it boxing or MMA. Damn, Ash Habib. Damn, you really putting yourself out there with ESPORTS BOXING CLUB. No, they're trying to revolutionize this industry with this game. And, oh man, gameplay, you know, I'm asking these questions because I know a lot of you like the creative fighter things. I'm doing it for you guys. But gameplay is something that's just so up here for me that if they get that right, I'm gonna be a happy camper, man. And just to hear something like that, absolutely amazing. The answer continues. When we started out, we asked ourselves, what would be the most ideal boxing game ever made? I'm a game designer / art director's nightmare, but I refuse to compromise on features that we as boxing fans have never had. As a director, it's my job to enable the team to implement as many features as possible, whilst also being realistic in terms of manpower and budget, which is understandable. We cannot expect that they're gonna have the greatest created mode, the greatest story mode, career mode, or what have you, the greatest this and that. They have to pick something and they have to go for it. And if their thing that they're picking and going for is gameplay, the sky's the limit. And I can't wait because we're going to get that gameplay trailer coming out soon. I put, will we have cutman control? Because I know a lot of people was asking about that. And my questions were based on you guys, with some personal questions, obviously, but based on you guys. He put, cutmen, nutritionists, and trainers will all be driven by their individual stats and traits. No mini games. This puts more emphasis on the choices that players make. Yeah, so choices like who your cutman is going to be, what type of concessions you're going to make with your selections. So remember, cutmen are important in a more deeper way in this game in terms of selecting them, having them be part of your team, you know, working with that system. So it makes it more of a strategy in terms of the selection process as opposed to the cornerman gameplay, which I ain't mad at. To me, fine. If we had it, good. If we don't, fine. You know, it's all good. And I like the deeper strategy that comes with the selection process of who you want on your team. I put, will online champion mode have weigh-ins? And will you have to prepare your fighter for an online championship bout? He put, we have no plans to introduce weigh-ins / preparation for online modes. It's something we may look at later in 2021. I also asked, will there be full limb control of your fighter, or how will the fighter's control work? He put, we'll be dropping more information soon regarding the control system. So we're going to get information coming up soon. I guess he didn't want to reveal it in this manner, but at least we know that it's going to come up soon. And I think it's going to be in line with the gameplay trailer. What I can tell you is the emphasis is around movement and fighter style. So they're emphasizing how you go about moving around the ring and your specific defensive style or offensive style. Those are the things that they're focusing on in terms of the gameplay. I asked, will we see anyone from the pound for pound list in the game? I put some examples: Canelo, Lomachenko, Terrence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao, etc. Or are there talks to have them included? I try not to get them off the hook by adding that just in case. This is what his answer was. Whilst I can't confirm who we're in talks with, what I can say is we're in active discussion with the biggest agents in the world who represent the elite / pound for pound fighters. The unfortunate aspect in boxing is that there is no single body that represents the fighters. For the 60 plus licenses, so by the way, they have more than 60, just confirmed here on Boxing Fanatico exclusive. For the 60 plus fighters we have in the game, every single one has been made individually. People ask why a boxing game hasn't been made for so long. That's the reason right there, which I 100% agree with. It's too tough. It's so easy to be in the UFC. You sign one contract, you have every fighter. Boxing, that's not the case. It's a much more difficult battle out there to get everybody. You have to individually license every single one of them, get them to sign that contract. It's not an easy task. But what he said was we weren't going to let that stop us. They were going to make a game even if it was just a bunch of generic fighters, just because they were like, screw it, we want a boxing game. So I respect that. But the answer continues. I would like to let boxing fans and gamers know that it's people like Mauricio Suleiman, Gabriel and Victor at the WBC, Dougie Fisher at Ring Magazine, Dean Sheriff at Empire Pro Tape, Ryan Rose, Tony Talge, and Paul Speak that are actively helping this mammoth project become a reality. They may not be the public faces of boxing, but these are the guys that are actually making things happen behind the scene for you guys. So there you go. Those were the questions that I asked Ash Habib, and those were the answers that he gave. It was good to see that, you know, we can set our expectations up for what this career mode is going to be. there were rumblings that it could have been this open world kind of setup, but that would have seemed to stretch them a little bit thin and take away from the actual in-ring action, which I think should have been focused on way more. So I'm not mad at it that it's a menu selection kind of system right now. That's 100% fine. I'm glad to see that they are upping the customization levels to a level that has never been seen before, because people love creative boxer features. That's just something that people want to see. In terms of them working diligently to get top elite fighters from the pound for pound list and having the connections that they do, and reiterating that with that connection, they have a lot of pull with these agencies to get these boxers onto this game. I'm extremely excited to see what the potential outcomes for this can be. Now we do know that it is 60 plus fighters, so that's where we're at right now, which is a good number considering how difficult it is to get these licenses. Super happy to Steel City Interactive for allowing me to ask them these questions and being transparent with us, setting our expectations for what this game is going to be. I'm super excited. I cannot wait. I'm a little bummed that they didn't give me more information on gameplay, but I can't blame them. I know that they're trying to roll it out strategically. Plus, it's about to roll out soon, so they kind of didn't want to have me jump the gun, I guess. So I respect that. But I will be 100% waiting for this information. And once it drops, you can bet that Boxing Fanatico will be on it. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and hit all notifications. So as soon as it comes out, you will also be the first to know. There you have it, guys. That's the exclusive interview with Ash Habib, the creative director for Steel City Interactive and for Esports Boxing Club. This is Edward from Boxing Fanatico, and I'll see you next time.